Hi everyone, it's Mel and I hope you did great. I really do hope you're fine because of everything that's been going on recently. I know it is the day before Halloween and you might have expected an Halloween video. I actually started preparing it, brainstorming, trying to find a drawing I could do especially for this, trying to find a concept, and I had made some research for a concept, but I realized I was just not enjoying making this video. Halloween is not my thing. We never celebrated it in my family and it's not a big thing where I live. So I don't have this Halloween spirit, but I love the Halloween on the internet. It's a sort of catharsis when people can just be a bit weird and let out the dark part of their personalities. So yeah, Halloween is amazing and I'm going to, spend it on the internet eating candies, but I'm not going to participate, at least not this year. So what am I going to talk about? Well, I'm going to talk about lockdown and all these measures that were taken for coronavirus. Actually, I was supposed to talk about the previous lockdown that happened in my country because when I wrote my text, or at least the guidelines of what I had to say, there was just a curfew in the country. We had to go back at home before 9 p.m. and we couldn't get out of it before 6 a.m. I basically explained that I still wanted to talk about lockdown even if it was technically too late because the actual lockdown was long over, because I didn't go through my first lockdown. I was at school and technically our lessons were pretty much done because I had exams. Well, these are not exams, but we're going to call it exams because I don't know how to pronounce concours in English. So yeah, it's gonna be exams. So I had to take these exams and we basically had to revise for them. So lockdown or not, I was going to spend this time locked up in my student room revising for it and just going out to get groceries. So it didn't really change anything for me. Lockdown or not, my life wouldn't have changed. And this was really weird because through this lockdown, I realized that it didn't change anything for me, not only because I was revising my exams, but it didn't change anything to how my life had been for the past 2 years. Of course, I went to school, but except from that, the rest of my life was pretty much like lockdown, staring inside and just work and be depressed. Honestly, it really opened my eyes to the fact that I had missed out on like everything that I should have been doing for these years. It was from 18 to 20 roughly, and these years of your lives are supposed to be pretty intense and interesting and busy, and mine were just work. I wasn't confronted to the world for these 2 years and it led to pretty bad things. I got more depressed and my social awkwardness peaked through the roof. I was almost always exposed to the same people, and these are exams, but you're basically competing against the others. You need to get better grades than them if you want to go to a good school. So it's not exactly the nicest way to see people, and for 2 years I've only been exposed to these people. I only had one friend and she was kind of competitive. So yeah, it was really, really nasty for me to be in this situation. And I realized that these 2 years were basically like prison. I really can't make another comparison, I couldn't really get out, and the people I was with were not people you want to spend time with. They can be dangerous, like psychologically speaking. So yeah, I probably missed out on a lot of opportunities. And when I say this, I'm not saying that I would have liked to party and spend all my time with people, because I'm an introvert, and even without lockdown, I'm not the kind of person who goes out to see the people a lot. But I still sometimes do this, and one of my favorite things to do is to go city exploring. I go alone, I take the first subway and I just go and walk in the city and look at the places, and I couldn't do this because this was basically considered as a waste of time when I was there. Because when I was there, I had to either be studying or sleeping. If I didn't do one of these two things, then I was wasting time. and I am just so sick of this. So yeah, I wanted to say that I had kind of not lived my first lockdown, but actually now there are no curfews anymore. We actually are in lockdown, so I might get the chance to actually live this lockdown and, you know, go through it and kind of see how it goes. I'm pretty happy. I'm not saying happy because people die and get sick from the coronavirus, and it's not a nice virus to catch, but for me personally, I know a lot of people have grown through their lockdown, so I'm hoping that I can grow too. I'm also gonna actually talk about the picture because for once the picture actually matches what I'm gonna talk about. So I drew Dakota and Hazel, and I made the mistake I didn't want people to make by naming him Leitner in my layers when I was doing the drawing. It's not Leitner, it's Hazel. They share the same body, but you can make the difference between the two of them because Leitner's got blue turquoise eyes and Hazel's got red eyes. So here's the difference. This is why I put his sunglasses down a little bit, just so that you could make the difference between the two. And they are in lockdown, as you can see. These two are my most extroverted characters. I'm not saying that they always with the others and they can't live without social contact, but lockdown at first took a toll on them. As you can see the picture, it's kind of, you know, they decided to just let go and live their best life. So they're just dancing. If you want to know what they are actually dancing to, I put the link of the music in the description. It's from a French YouTuber and it's very funny and it's nice music to listen to when you're in lockdown. You know, you feel less alone and you feel kind of energized. It's very nice. And they just eat pasta and dress in questionable fashion made of half exercise clothes and half pajamas. They're basically living their lockdown the way I did and the way a lot of other people did. Just singing in your pajamas, eating pastas or noodles or whatever. I'm really actually almost looking forward to this lockdown, to be honest. If you look at my personality, I am the perfect personality type for a lockdown. I'm rather introvert and I guess you could put me in the creative people box. Basically, I've got a passion that doesn't necessitate outdoor time. Lockdown is heaven technically for me, and I really want to see if this is actually a fact. Here we go. That was me talking about lockdown and completely not following the structure I had planned. I hope you still liked it. All these experiences are going to happen to me and to other people. I've quickly looked at what was going on in Europe, and apparently measures are being taken and second lockdowns are starting to be a very likely possibility in many countries. Things change, things happen, and make the most of every experience, whether it looks bad or not. I know some of you might be scared. I'm lucky enough not to be scared. I don't know why. Coronavirus just doesn't stress me out. It doesn't mean I do not respect anything, you know. I do. I wear my mask. I use hand sanitizer. I respect the rules because I know it's dangerous, but I'm not stressed out, so I can really try to make the most out of this experience. But I know some of you are stressed out. I can't help you. I can just tell you to hold on. It might go a weird way, it might really take weird paths, but you will always end up where you need to be. I hope this wasn't too weird to say at the end. Thanks for watching. I hope I'll see you in the next video, and I hope you'll have a great day, week, year, life. Goodbye.